This is a video to continue our discussion about prediction intervals. We're actually going to be doing pretty much the same stuff. In fact, half of your homework today is going to be more practice from what we talked about Friday. We are going to talk about how to read Minitab outputs for intervals. So a few quick notes. First of all, looking at a regression equation that talks about skin mortality based off of latitude. So we use latitude to predict how many skin cancer deaths per 10 million people in an area. We are looking for intervals for a latitude of 40 degrees. So along a latitude of 40 degrees, which is kind of along the bottom of Pennsylvania, the Mason-Dixon line at the southern border is just less than 40. At that particular area, what are we going to predict? So here's our regression equation. And if I plug 40 in for latitude, I would get 150 deaths per 10 million people by skin cancer. That's the mortality rate for that particular latitude. Now that's the prediction according to the line. Again, as we know, there's some room for error. And we have this SE fit, and it's interesting, Minitab actually puts out this SE fit. SE fit is actually S divided by the square root of n. It's the standard error you use in the confidence interval. So it's not typical residual size. This is not typical residual size S. It's S divided by the square root of n that gives you this SE fit number. So again, the fit is the prediction. That's what it says here, and I'll post this document. SE fit is S divided by the square root of n. And then it gives us two intervals. CI is the confidence interval, and this CI is the prediction for the average of all areas at a latitude of 40 degrees. So I would expect anywhere from interpretation for all areas at latitude 40 degrees, we expect the average deaths per 10 million to be between 144.6 and 155.6. So there's your CI. This one is the PI from the Minitab output. So again, it's much wider. Of course it's wider because for the PI, it's the spread for one individual area at a latitude of 40 degrees. And of course, we would see a lot more variation in one particular area, let's say down south of Pittsburgh, along the border of Pennsylvania and West Virginia, just that area, we would see a much bigger spread of deaths than if we took all the latitude 40 degrees and averaged all those together for every latitude of 40 degrees. So the PI, scroll down to the interpretation there, for one individual 40 degree latitude area, we expect the deaths per 10 million to be between 111 and 189-ish, basically. So today you're going to see some Minitab outputs. I'm going to ask you to interpret what these are telling you, and then you're going to have one more practice problem like Fridays, and that's it for today.